to another episode of Johnny Matters. My name is Yesterday Aride, but you can call me Yeti. And I'm not doing this alone. I have the ever gentle, ever calm, ever disturbing, ever...
I'm not going to continue.
Oh, okay. You said I should continue. It's not me. It's not me. I have Mr. Naiko right here with me today. Mr. Naiko, how are you doing?
Are you asking
Mr. Naiko, how are you doing today?
to my people out there?
To me, Uncle. I don't need to. Okay.
Yes, you said I never disturb, so don't disturb me. Yeah, I still remember my name. My name is Mr. Adeli. Sorry for adding Mr. to that name. It's not a sign of disrespect, but you know.
That's how big people do know.
Yes, I'm open to be big. Desiring to be big.
You're minding more.
Whatever you want, you say it.
Exactly.
You
And I said that's how big.
claim it.
I said that's how big
And
people
I want
do.
to be big.
You are big
I'm
already.
happy to be big.
You are big already.
No, please help my life, help my ministry. My name is Adili, but people can call me Mr. Nike, or we want to welcome you again to this new episode. That last week was a fantastic time, and we want to appreciate your comment, we want to appreciate you for sharing, for liking, and we still want to encourage you to keep on sharing page with your friends,
Your
your
family,
families, and women,
your enemies. Even
your
your enemies.
enemies, and literally family. So share with them. Let us know that really you love us, as you all know that we love you.
Yeah, and please do not forget to subscribe, like, and like you said, share. So today, last week we spoke about age limits
Yes.
for people to travel, especially to work or to school. And today we'll be talking about people that dependent. What age should not travel to the UK to work unless they know you want to go for vacation. So unless you are going for vacation, that's when you should travel. But if you know you're not going for vacation and you are within this age limit, I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know what you're looking for. So, like we said last week, if you're like above 60, you should not. You shouldn't think you want to travel to go and work. What kind of work do you want to go?
Yeah, it is a major problem that some people that are of age are facing. And in life, you just have to be realistic. The age will tell us at some point, in the sense that what you can do at the age of 20 years, you cannot compare it to what you can do when you get to 30 and go on to 40, 50, 60 or something like that. And when you look at the companies that are going to employ people, that have been employing people in abroad or anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world rather, you would realize that people will always want to employ people that are going to be relevant to the company. If I look at you at the age of 50 and I have someone that is barely 25, 20, 30, they have the same certificate, they have the same skills, I'd rather go for that young person compared to somebody that is out of age. So you have a lesser opportunity to get work at some certain age. Now we're talking about the age that is appropriate, that is normal, that people need to have attained before embarking on the journey. And once you have attained some certain age, you'll stay back home. You go for another vacations, like you said. Now, let's look at it in different or in a diverse way. Now, when you look at the challenges that people are facing in abroad, you look at number one thing, you have to look at, okay, if I travel with a tourist application, if I'm not getting a direct employment visa, but I want to travel with a tourist visa, hoping and thinking that at least if I stay for some limited years or for some certain years, that country, I will eventually get a job and I can change my status from tourist application to work permit or resident permit. Now, let us assume you travel at the age of 40. You travel at the age of 40, you were waiting for your permit. Sometimes it could be 5 years.
Just to wait.
Just to wait. Sometimes it could be 5 years, sometimes it could be 10 years. Now you've been waiting for over 5 years. Barely you are 37. Some, they've been waiting for 10, 15 years, and up to now they haven't got the permit. Now, at the end of it, maybe you are getting your permit at the age of 55. Now, at the age of 55, it's still okay if you were able to get it.
I think it would depend on the kind of job the person gets.
Most of the people, they are not even thinking about the job. Some people, they go for blue-collar jobs.
Yeah.
Some, they don't even want to know whether the job is a white-collar job. All they want to do is, okay, let me get a job in abroad. But if you travel at the age of 40 and you are waiting for 10 years before you can be able to convert your permit from normal tourist applications of visa to a work permit status, is still okay at 40. Now imagine you've attained the age of 50 years and you have to wait again for additional 10 years.
That's 60.
That's 60. For Christ's sake, you cannot work. At the age of 60, there are some certain jobs that you cannot do. Your body will tell.
Yeah.
Now, you look at people at the age of 30, 40, when you look at the rate at which people work, they have the energy. People can do morning shift, still go for afternoon shift. People work 24 hours.
Yeah.
But people at the age of 60, they cannot do that. They cannot do that. So if you want to travel, my own counseling should be that at least, irrespective of the visa that you want to travel with, most especially people that want to go with the tourist visa applications and they are hoping not to return back home, I would advise that at least the age should not be more than 40 downward. But once you have attained, or let's say 45 downward, right? Once you've attained 45 upward and you are traveling with a tourist visa, most likely you are going to face some challenges over there. And another thing is, you see people at that age still selling everything that they have at the age of 45 years old, because the money that you want to use is
not complete.
It's not complete, and you have to sell your properties. Some, they have to sell their house. They have to do all of those things. And you are going with a visa applications that would not allow you to work. Now, and you have to wait for 5, 10 years. Now imagine, before you get yourself, you've attained 55. Now, and you don't have any home back home. You don't have any house. Every property that you have before, you sold everything. So now you started working at 55. Then how many years do you think you would have to work for you to be able to acquire the properties again? And even if you acquire the properties again, do you think you are still going to live in that particular properties?
I think we have this mentality, especially in Nigeria, that they grow money on trees, and then automatically when you get there, you get jobs. I was actually thinking about this over the week, and then I thought about it that, okay, maybe when I said when you get like a particular age limit, maybe I was being strict. But then I thought about it that when people do these menial jobs, like being a nanny and stuff, I'm even still thinking, if you decide that, okay, I want to travel, and then you are not going for vacation, you want to work, and then you get jobs like nanny jobs, it's still not the same thing. Because the mentality people have there is different from the mentality we have down here. And as a 65-year-old person or even a 55-year-old person, you have this mentality you grew up with. It's difficult for you to like embrace another person's culture. So it's difficult for you to like balance yourself with them. And then what kind of adult would not want to sleep? I'm thinking about it now. Like at the age of 55, 60 years, your body is tired. And then when you are supposed to be taking care of the babies, that is just sleeping. Go just go for vacation. Don't stress yourself.
And then let's even look at the kind of jobs
They'll be watching plates.
they can get. Number one thing is no company will give an employment to you directly when you are of the age of 55, 50 and above.
Okay.
Because the body is tired already. Now, but let's assume you still maneuver your way and you eventually got to the country, then what kind of jobs can they get? Looking at it, is either you do driving job, working as a driver. You're working in a restaurant, maybe a bar attendant.
Sir, what are you mixing?
Yeah.
What kind of drinks you do? I would not allow an old man mix my drinks.
A bar attendant?
Yeah.
Nina?
Yeah.
Security?
Yeah.
And also maybe
a waiter. Okay. Nanny.
Nanny, caregiver rather.
Yeah.
A caregiver.
See, caregiver, you're speaking English. Nanny.
No, advanced nanny.
Oh, advanced nanny. Okay, let's go with this caregiver.
Yeah, the caregiver. Then, what else again? Maybe barbers.
Okay.
Yeah, they can barb hair. And also, what is again? I think that is all. It's only if you have an handcraft works like maybe plumber and everything, which is very rare to get job offers in some certain sites. So now, we're not looking at this kind of job. At the age of 65, you were to work as a nanny with one particular family. And they have kids here and there. And I said, man, how are you going to feel? And how are you going to cope?
Why am I having a caregiver as a man? Why is the caregiver a man?
So that's part of the restriction. But you know what? If that's part of the challenge, rather.
Yeah.
But if it's actually a woman,
I think it's much better.
People would want somebody that is mature enough to take care of their children.
And then I think that kind of thing would be restricted to the person she's working for would have to be in Nigeria. Because I would not, as a white person, I don't think I'll be accepting. I'm not being racist or anything, but I don't think I will accept someone that is not with my own cultural belief and everything coming to my house, take care of my children. So imagine the woman turning my child upside down and then she's now shaking the child and then I'm like, what's going on?
Another thing is, you even see, they will tell you, if you want to work as a caregiver, you see the age range starting from 20-45.
Sure.
So to even get that job is difficult. Now, for you to work as a caregiver, that means you were being certified as a caregiver person. You have the certificate. And if you have the certificate back then, let's say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you cannot compare it to the new module, the recent modules now. So, and you can't say because you've done the course some years back and you want to use that to work. Now, people will always want a fresh graduate, people that their brain are still very fresh. So to get a caregiving job at some certain age is still difficult. But most of the jobs that these people usually do is probably drivers, probably security, and you see people working for 8 hours in a day, but at the age of 60, can you actually work for that 8 hours?
Without sleeping
on duty? Can you do that? If you manage to do that for a month, I'm very sure you're going to feel the person is going to say they're going to feel tired, and it is advisable, whatever you want to plan it early. Age of 30, 25 upward, that is the best time to travel abroad, because that is the best age that people would always want to give a job opportunity to you. Now, when you look at this category of visa applications, the immigrant visas that people used to do to Canada, they will tell you the higher your age, the lesser the points.
Yeah, okay.
You understand? the higher the age, the lesser the point. And when we say the lesser the point, that means the lesser the chances of being getting an approval. Now, and at the age of 65 years old, I don't know the kind of work that you are still looking for. I don't know the kind of work that you are looking for. Number one, you are going to a land that you've never been to before. Number two, you are going to a land that have different weather. Are you so sure that you are going to cope when you get to that country? But you still see desperation in us, and it's everywhere. I have seen uh, people of 65 years old still walking up to me, even back home here in Nigeria, and still saying that, can I get some job? Can I get some things? If that kind of person had an opportunity to travel out, he would want to go by all means. But Yoruba would say that "Ìgbà ẹ̀kọ́ ni àárọ̀," because these are the things that they should have done before they get to some certain age. And this just like a message to the young people like us out there. If you are planning to relocate, it is advisable to do it barely anything from 20 to 45, my candid advice, because it will open several opportunities for you. The essence of traveling out is to go there and to live a better life than what you are living.
I think your advice should go towards parents actually, because I've spoken to parents before, and then they get opportunities to travel out, and then they are saying, oh, they want to go, not their children. They'll tell you if they go, they will also more compared to the way the children will also. That's the mentality they have in their head, forgetting the fact that age is not on their side. But they feel they have that hustling spirit. Once they get to the UK or the US, they'll get money, and then they'll be sending it back home, forgetting the fact that even their children can actually do more than them. It's not those adults that are coming to you that, oh, they want to travel out. It's not that they don't have children, but they just feel, oh, if I go, I would work, because in Nigeria I work already and I have that hustling spirit in me. Forgetting that they are going to another country that they don't know their way around. One, like you said, the weather can affect them, especially older people when they're school. That's why you see them wearing cardigan and stuff, and then they start shivering like. Sorry, but things like that can limit them from working, as their performance would be low. So my advice is, if you have older children, let tops 20. Rather than you going, you should send your children. It's easier for a youth to find their way around compared to adults.
Of course.
It's easier. My advice would go to parents. If you have the opportunity, if you have the money, if you can get an invite, rather than you going, I think you should send your children. And then when your children make it, they can always come back for you. And then you can go for vacation.
That's a good advice. Well,
you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. What will you do without me?
Yeah, I cannot. You know that I cannot do it. Now, and in addition to what she said, now when you look at your age, if you are not of age and your children is of age, you have a child that at least still can go out there to do something, it is better to let the child go. So when we talked about this of age, you are barely 65 years old, and you have a child that is 20, 25, 30. Why not allowing that child to embark on that trip and you stay back home? You can always go on vacation to visit him or her when he's settled in that country. But if your child is still below 16 and you are 50, 45, I would rather counsel you to go. And if you don't have enough resources, if you have enough resources, all of you can go together. But people at the age of 14, 13, I would advise that you let the child stay back while you go there to also, in as much as you have someone back home that can take proper care of your kids. So, but age is a barrier. It is very, very important. Consider your age before you make a decision. Don't just make a decision like everybody is traveling and you also want to travel. Look at your age. Will you be able to cope check your health. Will you be able to manage?
I was just actually going to mention that health is important.
It is important.
Just imagine you have like arthritis or anything that can affect you based on cold, and then you are also running because every other person is struggling. You also want to struggle. It doesn't make sense.
You know, last time we were talking about some people, a woman at the age of 65, traveling out and still absconded at that age. You know, it's funny, but it is what it is. At the age of 65, there is still see people desperate. That's close to 70 years.
Like,
I don't know what are you looking for? What are you looking for at that age? That's a retirement age. But, you know, people travel to some country, aside the fact that they want to go and work, people still want to embark on the trip, maybe because they're looking at a way of getting a resident permit in that country. Some, they have the mentality that, okay, if I can get this work permit with my children, or a resident permit, if my children want to come, I'll be able to bring them in, and they can also be going and be returning. But at the age of 65, what exactly are you looking for again? I knew of some people that the visas that they are holding is a normal tourist visa, and it's a multiple entry. They can go at any point and return back. That one is better. Why would you be looking for an employment visa at the age of 65 years old? Don't waste your money. Which company is going to give you an employment? You are just giving money to a travel consultant. They will not tell you that it's not going to work, but
of course,
it's their business.
Market will have to sell.
Market would have to sell, but you also need to consider your life. Be realistic with your life. At the age of 65, 60, 65, 70, still looking for an employment visa. What kind of job are you looking for? Even when you have your children, your grandchildren, that you can just assist, that they can go and
they want to enjoy life.
They can get a tourist visa. Nobody is saying that you cannot take an holiday.
So you are telling them to go and come back.
They can go, they can stay for 1 month, 2 months.
That's the problem. They don't want to come back home.
At 70.
Yes.
They want to die there. Ma, don't die there. Sincerely speaking, it is what it is, but let's just look into that matter. In our own opinion, we feel like when you get to some certain age, you should not bother to travel. And here we said, when you've attained the age of 55 upward, you should stay back home. What's your own opinion? What do you think about it? We'd like you to drop your own opinion on the comment section. And also, what do you have to say? Your last word.
I'll tell you that you should allow your kids travel, allow your grandchildren travel. I'm not saying you should not travel, but at least go for vacation and then come back home. I don't know what job you want to go and do over there. We've been saying things, and Mr. Nikon has also said, what kind of job do you want to go and do? Driver. When I can see someone young, why am I allowing a 70-year-old that cannot, needs glasses to see, to drive me? And then you don't even know every place. Do you know how to use the Google map?
Yeah.
There are just so many things there are so many things to put into consideration. So I'll just tell you, travel, go and flex, enjoy like grandpa, and then come back to Nigeria again. Chikina. My name is Yetunde Ayinde, but you can call me Yeti, and that's what we'll be wrapping up today.
Yeah, my last word, time is life, and life is time. Whatever you need to do it early, not when the time is about to run out.
For some people, it's already late.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people, it's late. So whatever you need to do it very early when you have the time. Because the time will come that the time will not be available again. And that's the people that their own time of life is already late. At the age of 65, I don't know what you are still looking for. Allow your kids to enjoy that. Assist your grandchildren, assist your children. Let them take the advantage. Stay back home. You can always go and pay them a visit, which is the best thing to do at some certain age. Explore the world. Go here and there. Go for exploration. Go for visitation. You can go for... In fact, I've seen grandma wearing bikini. You know, they can go for swimming. They can go for...
No.
I'm telling you, see them enjoying their lives.
I'm sorry. Just give me 1 minute. No, you just don't sit along with me. Bad good grandma, why you wearing bikini?
Let's go to beach.
Grandma, why
You see
wearing
grandma and grandpa. Yes, grandma and grandpa.
No,
enjoy their life.
No, grandma don't
This
wear
grandma
bikini.
will kill you. All they let them hear you.
Grandma don't wear
Some
bikini.
grandma will tell you that they are not old.
Well,
You don't understand.
I have someone very close to me that
If they'll tell you they are not, you smart, daddy and mommy, enjoy yourself.
I'm not saying you should
Enjoy your life.
Because I don't
If wearing of bikini will suit grandpa, please do so. And
please do it in your room.
They can go.
No, go out. Why are you going out in bikini? No, grandma. Grandma can say, no. We know how we know ourselves. And grandma,
let's just enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. But instead of going out looking for job, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
With different kind of business.
Go sightseeing, food tasting.
There are a lot of things that
wine tasting. Yeah. When you are going, grandma, you can take me along.
What about me?
I'll bring something for you.
On this note, we are going to be rounding it off. I still remember my name. My name is Mr. Nikon. And we want to appreciate you for listening to us. And we want to implore you to kindly share with your friends and family.
Yeah.
And also, whichever you are sending it to, just try and advise them to get a tea, a coffee, or a nice ice cream so that they can fully enjoy and learn. Yeah. Not like they're just listening, but they learn and would await your own comments also. Yeah, we are expecting your comments and would love to read and also learn from you. Nobody's an island of any language. So please subscribe. Like I said earlier, subscribe, like, share, do everything. And we'll be expecting you. On that note, we want to say bye.